Last week we kicked off a brand new video series called How to Use Social Media to Grow Your Business. Now there's a very good chance that you already have a business Facebook page or Twitter account, and maybe you've already posted a few things every now and then on those pages. That's good. But if you've noticed that you're not attracting very many followers to your pages, it might be because you didn't start out right. And that's what we're going to talk about in this week's training video. How to set up your social media profiles from the very start to attract more followers. So get ready to go back in time and get started on the right foot next. Most people are so excited about getting their business page started or their new Twitter or Instagram account set up and running that they just kind of rush through the setup process, and that is a mistake. I mean, think about it for a moment. When you meet someone for the first time, especially someone that you're going to do business with, do you just believe everything they say about themselves, or do you try to get to know them a little better? Find out a little bit about their background, maybe their experience or their education, their likes, their dislikes. Sure, we all do that. And that's exactly how most people decide to follow your business page on social media. So you want to spend a little time putting together your social media profiles. You need to think of each of your social media pages as a landing page for your brand. And like a good landing page, each of your profiles should deliver a succinct message and aim to generate engagement. So to help you make the most of your profiles, I've got a list of 5 of the most important social media profile do's and perhaps more importantly, some of the social media profile don'ts. Number 1, don't confuse your name with your username. Now your username is the bit that follows up in your URL. For example, mine is www.facebook.com/SummerhillDigital. Your name is what appears at the top of your profile next to your profile picture. Now when it comes to social media profiles, it's your name that really matters. Think of the name that people will be typing into Facebook to find your page, not your personal name, the name of your business or your brand, and make sure you enter the name that you want to be found under on social media. Number 2, write a creative description. You'd be amazed at how many people leave this blank, but you must write something here. Why? Because this is where you introduce yourself to potential followers and flex your creative muscles. And while you're introducing people to your brand and your company, make sure that you tie in your main keywords so that search engines crawling the sites connect the terms people are using in their internet searches to your company and to your page. Number 3, use the right profile picture. This is the photo that's going to pop up everywhere when people interact with you, so please, please, please make it appropriate. The general rule of thumb is if you're setting up a social profile for a large organization, use the company logo. If you're a smaller company or a single entrepreneur, then you can use a photo of yourself, but keep it very professional. A professional portrait, not you sitting in your bass boat with a bud in one hand and a bologna sandwich in the other. Number 4, put the link to your website everywhere. Remember, the goal of your social media strategy is to send people to your website where they can learn more about your company and hopefully sign up for your newsletter, download some of your materials, watch your videos, or even buy your products or services. So you need to find a permanent place for your link on the main page of your social profile, hopefully close to your name and your telephone number, and also strategically sprinkled throughout your social media post. Remember, if you use www and your URL at the end of your post, it'll take people to that page on your website whenever they click on it. And you can use any URL. So here's what's really cool. You can actually create a specific landing page in your site and use that URL on your post instead of just your general site, so you can track where your leads are coming from. Cool, huh? And number 5, go public. Yes, I understand why you'd want to set your personal Facebook page to private, but what's the use in going to all this hard work creating your page, creating posts, videos, and content if no one can see it? So set all your pages to public. And here's another little piece of advice that some people may not agree with, but I think you should enable comments on your site. Some companies want to post on Facebook or Twitter and block their followers from commenting, but in my opinion, there's 2 problems with this. First, Social media is just that. It's social. That means interacting with your customers, having conversations with them. That's what they're expecting from you on social media, to interact with you. So you need to enable comments. And my second reason is because it just keeps people from becoming frustrated with your page. If they can't comment or if they can't ask questions on your page, that really frustrates them. That frustration builds and builds until they just give up and they'll unlike your page and take with them a very negative impression of your business. So that's how you start out right, but it's not too late. You can go back and you can fix your profile, even if you've had a personal or business page for years. Start out with these 5 steps, but don't end there. It's a good idea to regularly go back and revisit your profiles, tweak them a little, update them, and keep them fresh. Remember, first impressions count. So don't breeze through the setup of your social media profile. Spend some time there, and you'll improve your chances of attracting more followers and more fans. Now, I've included a link below from my friends at Social Media Examiner that'll take you to an article with step-by-step instructions for setting up a business Facebook page. It covers a lot of things I didn't have time to get to in this week's video, so click on it and spend some time there. And if you have a question for me about how to get the most from your social media efforts, just click on the button below and ask me a question, and I'll get back to you super quick. And until next week, please use the social share buttons below to send this video to your friends and share it with them, and I would appreciate that. Until then, I will see you next week.